Sorry.
You're good.
I don't know if I got rid of the stream key or what happened. Okay. Now I know how to pause it over here. Okay. There we go. So welcome everybody. This is Evelyn Joy. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Even Microsoft has them. Sometimes they, here you go, here's my new software, and then it doesn't work. But this is Evelyn Joy. Welcome.
Hello, Rachel. Hello, Rachel's channel.
Thank you for joining me today.
Yeah, happy to be here.
So it's Thankful Thursday. What are you thankful for during this time? What do you have I know I have about 25 minutes to do this with you. Is that all right with you today?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I would love to hear how you have survived during this pandemic time and how you so tell everybody a little bit about yourself, what your YouTube channel is about.
Okay, my name's Evelyn Joy. I have a YouTube channel called Evelyn Joy, and I'm the creator of the Facebook group VIP Kid YouTubers, in parentheses, facilitating friendship. So yeah, and I share on my channel whatever I'm passionate about at the time. So during this pandemic, I started gardening, and it's been really therapeutic and cool. And I also now am a homeschool mom, apparently, but I'm, diving headfirst into that. So those have been my main things during this pandemic. Since I have 4 little kids, I've been working on turning my yard into half garden, half play area. So we had a fence built. We had just basically an empty yard. We had a fence built. I turned part of it into a garden. I got a free slide. I got a free playhouse. I bought a swing. I bought a porch swing. I built a puppet stage out of scrap wood. I built a dollhouse out of scrap wood. Got a kiddie pool. We've just been trying to not do screen time 24/7, do some activities and stuff, and it's been good. And I started homeschooling my oldest, who she's kindergarten age, but borderline almost first grade age. So I'm kind of doing kindergarten and first grade in one this year, and started her on piano lessons with a friend of mine. And yeah, that's what we've been up to this pandemic.
That's exciting. I saw some of how she's reading, and she's doing really well. She's
doing
great.
Yes. And it's crazy. Her brother and sister are starting to learn to read because they're motivated because they see her reading, and it makes them want to learn. So it's really cool.
That's exciting. That's really fun. Yeah, our kids are really close in age. It's fun that we've had kids so close. Subsequently, 4 kids, right? Kind of all boom, boom, boom. Basically, not boom, boom, but
one after another.
Yeah, one after another, basically. Yeah. How old are all your kids?
Yeah, I've got here's a visual aid.
Oh yeah.
So this is Caleb. This picture, notice we're at church with no masks on. You can guess when this was. This was in January. Oh, yeah. So Caleb now is 8 months. Deborah is 4.5. Esther is about to turn 6, and Joshua just turned 3. So yeah.
Aw. That's so much fun.
And your kiddos are right about the same age, right? How old
are you? 6, 4.5, 2.5, and almost 7 months. I guess we're over the 2.5 mark, but you could just say it as long as up to that age.
So how are you keeping your sanity? Are you sleeping at all?
Yeah. That's a good question.
What is sleep anymore?
That's a great question. No, because not many people know how many times you can wake up with 4 children. Yeah, baby nurses a couple of times during the night, and a 2-year-old or 2.5-year-old wakes up, I gotta go potty, or more milk, or whatever. Yeah, the
Mhm.
first two sleep all throughout the night. So it's
Yeah.
very rare if they wake up. It's more like them coming in early in the morning, like, hey, you know. So it's kind of quietly hanging out in our bedroom in the morning. So
Yeah. Very
how
cool.
about you? Are you getting enough sleep?
No. My baby, he for about 5 months there, he was sleeping through the night, and my other three sleep through the night. And I never did
Uh-huh.
sleep training. I just, let them whenever they
Yeah.
naturally could sleep through the night. Cool. But you mentioned waking up to go potty. My kids wear pull-ups to bed, so I need to work on potty training my 3-year-old. It's on the to-do list. It's on the back burner. He
Oh,
just
that's okay.
yeah.
Well, I've heard girls can do it earlier and not to mislead you, it's only occasionally she wakes up to go potty. Other times we do put a diaper on at night
Yeah.
because she's not quite there with the night. It's kind of the last minute type thing. So not
Cool.
last minute. I mean, I'm trying to oh, sorry. So I sometimes my dad texts me just telling me how my live is screaming. Okay, I guess my dad can't find me. Where are you?
Well, it's a new one. It's not the one that was before, but yeah.
Right. It's the
Um,
third one.
yeah. Third time's the charm. This morning it was fourth time's the charm for me. So yeah.
Was it? Did
Yeah.
it work out eventually?
Well, I tried on StreamYard 3 times and it didn't work out, so we just did Zoom and pre-recorded and posted it because I don't have the paid Zoom, so I can't go live with it. So anyway.
Yeah, you know what? I should just I think we can make this a recorded one for later. I don't think anybody's gonna
Oh, that's okay. That's
my
okay.
guess is because of the pathway of 1, 2, 3.
That's
I think we're on the third version. So anybody's watching this later, sometimes technical difficulties happen.
Yeah.
So this is being recorded right now, and we can see it, and it's live too. So if you don't see the live, you can catch the recording later. But what are some things that have really encouraged you during this time with, I know, a bunch of kiddos? You just had a child, and that's hard enough. I feel like having an infant during the pandemic,
Yeah.
it's so different than any of my other kids. We want to celebrate them at church or with friends, and then you're told to stay inside and stuff. It's a lot different, and then you're trying to protect your kids, and so it's
Yeah. We haven't gotten to get our baby dedicated yet, but yeah, it's been interesting because before the pandemic, we would go to the zoo and the children's museum and the park. And so instead, I actually made a funny video on my channel called trying to be a fun mom in before 2020 versus like in 2020.
I saw that one.
Yeah. So 2019 versus 2020. So I just kind of showed oh, here we're gonna go somewhere fun, and nope, we're gonna so I made a homeschool classrooms, so I made a puppet stage, so I made I've got I got my kids like dress up clothes, so my girls have like princess dresses, and my son has like an Olaf costume, and he has a dinosaur costume, which is totally adorable. And we just we've taken some out school classes online. Like yesterday we were painting rainbows with teacher Kim, and Esther's learning to read, and taking a friend of mine teaches piano lessons, so we go to her house once a week and Esther takes piano lessons. And
Does she
I
like it?
I partly did it to have an excuse to go visit my friend once a week, so but also it's really nice to learn things like languages and instruments from a young age, because as an adult it's harder to pick up that stuff or find time to practice, right? So yeah. So yeah, we've just been kind of hanging out. I accidentally grew a jungle. My garden was like way more successful than I expected. So I've grown, well, some plants have died and other ones have flourished. So I've I just harvested a bunch of watermelons, and I have a bunch of eggplants that are ready to harvest, and we've harvested a lot of cantaloupe. So yeah.
That's cool. What's your favorite thing that you've harvested?
I think cantaloupe probably. Yeah.
Cantaloupe. Nice. That's really yummy.
Yeah.
Is your growing season longer there than like somewhere up north?
So I live in Kansas. Possibly, yeah.
Probably.
So the last frost date is the last frost date is Mother's Day. So that's the last frost date is like when you can start planting outside. And it's just an estimated last frost date. So some people wait like a week or two after that to make sure it doesn't get a last frost. So up north, they have to wait a little bit longer.
Yeah. Have you had any frost yet?
No, it's been, the coldest has been like 55 degrees. Have you guys had?
Oh, I see. Yeah. We had some frost last week. It's like,
oh, really?
I guess it falls here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. It was covering all the grass. It was all crispy looking or white. It was all white like kind of white.
Yeah.
Been a little bit warmer since then. In North Dakota, we are farther north, but there's whole bunches of crops here that they're harvesting right now and trying to push through and get it all done.
Very cool.
Soybeans, wheat, beets for making what do they do with? I think they're sugar beets. So there's different varieties, I'm told, and so they get people from everywhere to come here. And there's some people here from Norway last year. Now there's a lot of South Africans, I guess, some of the companies hire, and so they hire kind of from everywhere, try to pull it all the fields as quick as they can.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's very flat here. So this is what it looks like here.
So do you live in the countryside? Oh, very nice.
In town, but there's nothing across from us, and we're in a small town, and so that matters too. If there's not a lot going on here,
Yeah.
So like there's not very many cases where we lived because our population in North Dakota is a fifth of what Minnesota is. So we have a fifth only of the population, and we're all spread out, and we're about the same size as Minnesota. Maybe it's slightly smaller, but anyway.
Wow, very cool. I'm from Kansas City, the city in Kansas.
Did you ever do the IHOP stuff?
Oh, I've been to IHOP one time.
Okay.
Like the International House.
I was there one time a while ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, I went to Bible college right nearby there, and so some of the IHOP people went to my college.
Oh, cool. That's great. What Bible college?
I went to Calvary Bible College. It's just like non-denominational Christian, small little college. Bible college, yeah.
I went to a small Bible college too, but it wasn't officially, I guess, at college. It's called the Master's Commission. If you've heard of those. Yep. So before I was married.
Very cool. Yeah, mine was way back when too, before I ever met my husband. Yeah. Back when I thought I would be single forever.
I can relate to that. What?
Not that I wanted to be single forever, but that I was like, okay, Lord, what are we doing here? Am I going to be like single missionary, or what are we doing?
A similar line of thinking.
Yeah.
I'm not married by the time I'm 30. Let me tell you, I'm going to go to Africa and just live there for the rest of my days. To be a missionary, to have an orphanage or something.
Yes, exactly. Like, well, if I won't be a mom, I guess I'll go have an orphanage.
Yeah. Right. That's great. Yeah, I think we have very similar views on stuff and our backgrounds. Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
So during the pandemic time, I know your garden has been like flourishing, all your wonderful things coming from it. That's really fun. I think it's when we have a small garden at my parents' house, and so we have to go there to get it because it's in the country 15 minutes away. Because we live in a townhome, so there's no room outside where we are that we can't dig up very hard. So our dog does that for us. Oh, by the way, this is like a weird, I got this shirt for free, and it's a tank top with a random, my husband's like, is that a cape? I'm like, yeah, I think it is.
Oh, it has a cape with it. Okay.
Yeah, see, it's kind of like, it's strange.
Oh, wow, that's really cool. It's just,
I thought it was a nursing shirt when I got it. I was like, hey, and then I was like, wait, where's the hole?
Oh, you thought it was a nursing shirt. That's what I was thinking. Maybe it's for nursing. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Where's the hole, nurse? There isn't one. Like, oh well.
Very creative designer made it.
Right. I think it's supposed to mimic a sweater, like around the neck, where you like tie it, with the over the arms. Kind of funny.
Nice.
So.
Very fancy. Maybe you're supposed to go to a ball with it or something.
Yeah. I thought, well, I either got to get rid of it or I got to wear it somewhere. I thought, wear it to the live. I said, you should explain it because doesn't make much sense.
Oh, you're fine. So I have a question about your kids. So which ones of your kids are girls or boys, or what else do you have?
They're all girls.
You have all girls. Okay.
Yeah.
So your middle two children, do they fight a lot?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's for attention.
I think it's a kind of like a power struggle. One's trying to learn how to lead, and the one below is trying to learn how to assert herself. And so but the older two occasionally do still go at it.
Did we? Uh-oh. Are we frozen? Uh-oh.
Screaming is probably between the middle two.
Okay, you're unfrozen now. You were frozen for a moment.
Usually between my internet connection's unstable.
Okay, you're good. I hear you now.
Okay,
cool.
Between the middle two.
Yeah. I feel I was kind of wondering if it's when you have two in the middle, if that's sort of a dynamic with them, because I've heard of like parents saying that their middle children fight when they're around to kind of get a little bit more attention or something. So I've been trying my best to teach. My middle two are a boy and a girl, but they act like they're twins or something, because sometimes one minute they'll be playing together, the next minute they'll be fighting, and they just pick fights over dumb things. So I'm trying to teach them to get along and not fight. So working on that. But I think half the time it seems like they just get on each other's nerves just for the amusement of it sometimes. So
yeah, right. Like they're like trying to prove a point to the other child about something, but then it just gets out of hand.
Well, they always want to like push each other out of the way, or like say, don't touch me, and like slap the other one's hand. Like, stop. Like, don't do that. Just
I've told some of my kids that you can help your younger sister, so like you're kind of like their boss but not their boss, but you can help your younger sibling. So my second born thinks that she can tell the younger one what to do, which is what I kind of told her. But then so okay, you need to go do this, and then the little one's like, no I don't. Or yes I am, and she means to say like, no I don't, instead of yes I do. And it's like, no you mean no you don't. Yes I do.
So cute. It's so funny when
you don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. It's so funny when like a little 3-year-old tries to like have an argument with you, but they don't even know how to talk right. Like
Yeah.
Like Joshy always says, he'll say, the way he says I like it and I don't like it is the same way he says, no, I like it. No, I didn't like it, TV show. No, I like it, Super Why. No. I'm like, you're saying you like it, right? But I can tell which one he means because of his attitude, or he'll be like,
Right, right.
oh, I like it. Yeah. I'm like, I think we need to see the word don't, but okay.
It's like God's way to try to help us to have patience with them when they're like, say it the opposite way.
Yeah.
He's like, you're funny, but you're wrong.
Yeah, it's like whatever. Yeah. I think during the pandemic, I think I've I don't know, maybe learned how to be with them 24/7 and keep my sanity a little bit better. I think I don't know if you do this, but sometimes I'll take a breather and I'll leave the room and like I don't know if you're still breastfeeding, but I breastfeed the baby to get him down for his nap. So I'll be like, okay, you guys watch a show in the living room or do puzzles or whatever, and I'll just like go to the bedroom and feed the baby. And sometimes I'll take a little nap or whatever. And usually they make a mess in the living room, but it's like I needed that moment of peace. But yeah, do you ever take breaks away from your kids?
Yeah, the way I take more like a mental break in the sense of if it's getting stressful, sometimes it is, like trying to potty train a child, and having a baby that's kind of she really tells us what she wants, but being they're all girls, we're pretty opinionated as babies. I want to be fed now. Like, you better feed me. Like, or I'm gonna scream. So it's like I feel like how my baby is. If she could talk, that's what she would say. But so because of that, it's been a little bit more intense. And thankfully, she was more like that when she was below 3 months, and now she's just getting more into being very just letting me know more patiently, I guess, which has been nice. She can wait a tiny bit longer. It doesn't have to be immediate. She just get very hangry when she was below 3 months. So definitely. I have heard of babies that are like super patient. I was like, no, that's not my child.
Yeah, I taught Caleb the sign for milk, which is this. So whenever he sees me, he'll be like, Mama, like, okay, yeah. Like, feed me now, I'm famished.
Oh, it's so sweet. And so
he arms just out and goes, Mama.
So cute. I have Netflix right now on my phone, which we might be going to another service provider, but soon. But I would take a break by in the same room, even just by turning on Netflix briefly, just be like, just hope with whatever was, even if my kid just was you find yourself in the funniest situations when you're potty training, it's like, why did it fall on the floor? I'm trying to carry a baby and trying to wipe whatever up. So that's how I would most often take a break is during the day. Now is that my husband comes home during lunchtime, so that gives built-in little breaks where I'm able to run off and go work out for a little bit.
Awesome.
So that's been what?
Where do you work out?
I work out at this place called Next Level Performance. It's just it's a exercise gym. It's not like quite like the chain ones. Lots of lifting equipment in it and kind of freestyle type stuff in the back where they get a dance area and MMA area and that type of thing, and some tires like that are outside, like tractor tires they can push over. So it's maybe more like CrossFit look, maybe CrossFit and lift area. So
you put tires over it?
No, I don't. I think my husband does, but not me. I'm 5'2", so not that I couldn't, but I'm kind of short.
What did you do today, Mama? I pushed a tire.
Push your tire over. So just I'm trying to think of the names. I always forget the names of what it is, but you bench press and just some of the lifting stuff. Yeah, that's helped me. But I have moments where I fail, on the mom front, you know, so I think it's giving yourself grace, apologizing, you know, and remembering to take those times for yourself, because it's so important for us to not sacrifice our well-being. I know it's really easy to give all day long, and never really ends when you have children or a place, or when you're with them. Homeschooling just it never ends, really. So
Yeah. I think being home with them all the time, I guess it has helped me like change my focus a little bit more, because before I was more like, I guess, activities driven. Like, okay, well, we're doing this that day and this that day and stuff. Now it's more like, okay, well, we're home every day, so like, I guess more relationally focused. Like, I have goals for each of my kids. Like, I'm teaching Esther to read, and I'm trying to teach Deborah to write her name, and I need to work on potty training with Joshie, and you know, Caleb. Yeah, Caleb needs to just stop growing up so fast, and yeah. But I think but the difficult thing with being home all the time is that there's this hamster wheel job of cleaning the house and it never being clean. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And I'm not
messes. Yeah.
I'm not a very organized person as it is, so that's where my frustration comes out, is when I've already cleaned and then they, you know, like, I was about to come upstairs, I had 5 more minutes till I had to teach an out school class, and I saw that my kids had taken a whole container full of these little rubber bands for making bracelets, like hundreds of thousands of them, all over the floor, and I didn't have time to pick it up. I have to go teach classes. I'm like, y'all need to pick that up, so I'm gonna be back, put it back in the container. So we'll see. I'm probably gonna go downstairs and pick up a bunch of rubber bands, I'm guessing. But yeah, so just trying not to. Sometimes if I see myself getting mad, I just like remove myself from the room, because I don't want to yell at them, because they're little kids, you know. And but I use my words, and I say, guys, I'm feeling really frustrated that this living room is so messy. Like, can y'all help me? I'm turning the TV off. No more TV until we clean up. Help, please. And then they don't, and then I clean it up. No, just kidding. Sometimes they help. But yeah, it just, and then it's stressful when like, it's always messy. And then my husband will come home and tell me how messy the house is, and then that makes me mad, but he's not wrong. I'm like, I'm trying my best. I'm not a naturally organized person, and it's like never stops. So that's a stress around me. I know this is supposed to be a positive video. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Positive thing is, my 4.5-year-old learning how to help with the dishes, so that's cool.
Oh wow! Who's helping with the dishes?
Deborah, she's 4.5. Just yesterday, she was interested in helping with the dishes. So
yay, that's great. You know, my husband found that he likes to use a timer. That they get XYZ, whatever that is. Sometimes it could be a reward, like we're going outside after we do all this. And for some reason, they don't clean up very well for me either when I just don't timer. They'll just like wander around, you know. Oh, maybe you should play with this a little longer. Little Barbies, hello, how you doing? And they'd rather play a little bit, but then a timer of like 15 minutes or 20 minutes to pick up, you know, how many toys are on the floor. And then sometimes he might add time on if they're consistently working. And I find if I'm not doing it with them too, that they usually don't do it. So sometimes I have a little bit of both. Sometimes I do it, sometimes not. So I think it's a work in progress, you know, training them and teaching them how to get the reward when they're done.
Yeah.
Like we have this little, I went to the dollar store and picked up a couple little toys, and okay, if you get 5 days of school in, with what we're supposed to get done, then you get this little you know, you can pick something from the prize box and they get to choose whether maybe it's a tiny sucker and it didn't cost very much. Maybe it's not even $1. It's just this thing taken apart. And so it's random ideas. And my house is pretty messy too right now. I'm in this room, there's toys. I'm in the toy room. There's a toy room and the classroom. So like toys the children left out. Yeah. So it's
mine's worse.
I think it's just a kind of a time in our lives, you know, and to keep giving yourself grace. Yeah, see? Yeah, it's all right.
Let's look right here and we're golden. Okay.
So you're doing great. You're a rock star. You produce 4 beautiful babies.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is, yeah, I want to join a gym and work on like losing weight and stuff too. But like I don't hate my overweight body because like this body gave me kids, so I appreciate my body. You know what I mean? I don't hate myself, but
don't ever hate yourself. That never leads to good things.
But I really enjoyed going to the gym a couple years ago when I had a gym membership. I just have to figure out who's gonna watch my kids during that time. Figure out a schedule with my husband that I can work out. So yeah, that's on my
to-do. Or if there's a place that has childcare available. There's not places here like that, but it can be tricky too.
Yeah, I visited, well, I might visit another one. I visited one gym in my area and they have childcare, but it was sketchy and I didn't want to work out there.
Right.
I have to really, it has to be really trustworthy people for me to leave my kids with. So can't be sketchy. Yeah. And I don't know. The gym that I used to have a membership at was all women and I really liked that, but most gyms are like both, but I really like just working out with women because it was a really encouraging atmosphere and their music they played was really good. And they had like, it was Curves gym, so they have like all different machines. So you like do 5-minute intervals on these different machines and you go 2 times around. It's a 30-minute workout. So you get like a full body workout doing all the different machines and then doing the stretches. So your body feels like really good afterwards. And I really miss that. So I need to do that again. But yeah. It's really cool.
Hey, Audrey tuned in. She found us. Hey, Audrey. I don't know if you're still watching.
Welcome,
you are.
Audrey.
Welcome. She said she loves cantaloupe. And it's Rachel, where are you from? I'm from North Dakota.
Yeah.
Or right now I'm in North Dakota. I wasn't in North Dakota. I've been in Minnesota, always the Midwest, Minnesota, Iowa, North Dakota. Now, where my husband works, so I'll probably be here for indefinitely.
Awesome. Yeah. I live in Kansas and I'm from Kansas and my husband's from Ecuador, South America. So yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Over here. Right there.
I like it.
We've talked about maybe moving to Georgia, but who knows? God knows the future.
Do you have family in Georgia?
No, we were just talking about the weather and stuff.
Oh, is this nicer? It's nicer in Georgia?
Yeah.
No snow, I suppose.
Snow, probably. Yeah. Because my husband's from the coast in Ecuador, so that's the kind of weather he's used to.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I think my baby's joining me here.
Yeah. Oh, I want to meet your baby.
Here. Oh. Here, I'll take her. Thank you. Yeah. You too. Say bye.
Hi, baby. Hello.
You get back to work now. This is Anna.
Hi, baby.
Ooh.
Oh, a blonde baby.
Let's hold the marker. Safe one.
Oh, so cute.
But yeah, she was a big baby when she was born. She was 9 pounds.
Oh wow.
I think that's part of the reason being so hungry. So she prefers mostly the bottle, so I pump for her.
Aww.
And we do some nursing too during the day, but it's on her terms.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, cool.
Anyway,
my son had lip ties, so I was doing pumping and supplementing with formula, and then he got his lip tie fixed he got a little like laser procedure to fix the lip tie so that he could latch on, and then now he breastfeeds real well, and he eats baby food. Occasionally he has some formula, but yeah, I don't pump anymore. I just feed him. So
yeah, that's great. It's nice to feel like the pumping and the feeding your kid, this is a lot of work, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, for me with the pandemic stuff, yeah, it's probably mostly just working out, and I have a friend that we talk pretty regularly, try to connect somehow. But yeah, I think it's important to check on your friends and to see, how are they doing. Oh, let's have a whole bin. Because it's not easy. It's not easy for everyone, especially people that live by themselves and don't have anybody with them. But
I'm so thankful to have an online job, teaching online, and like that way I can still earn money staying home with my kids and not have to go to a job, So,
yeah. You know what? It's been fun seeing your journey. I think I first met you when you were at like 500 subscribers. And it's like, whoa, you're monetized now.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, it's so exciting. So I'll have to interview you on my channel sometime.
That would be fun. It's been so fun meeting you today. Thank you for joining us. Hope some people, I love to hear people's stories and how they've kind of made it through this time, and we'll all be victorious coming out the other end. When the pandemic slows down here eventually.
Oh, we sure hope so, right?
Yeah, sometimes it kind of feels like it's going to go on forever, but I think there's got to be an end to it, right?
Right.
Hopefully sometime next year.
We've started going to church again. We just wear masks, and the kids go to their little Sunday school classes, and I actually sit in the nursing room where they have a TV where you can see the sermon from there. So it's nice because I can nurse my baby and just like watch the sermon, and I don't have to be like in the service with everybody.
Right.
So yeah, really cool. So
it can be it's pretty tricky, I feel like, at least for me, trying to figure out how to go to church and how to feed my baby.
Yeah.
It's pretty,
Because babies in nursing covers, they like sounds good on paper.
Right.
But they just, what is this in the way?
Yeah. Or so you have something on you, and somebody's, if I ever done it somewhere else where I'm kind of covered up, they usually come around like, oh, hey, I forgot, what are you doing? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, is your baby sleeping? Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for letting me talk.
Thank you for coming on here.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me. I hope it's okay. It was a little bit longer, but it was fun meeting you in person, and I love having you here on my channel.
Yes, it feels like we hung out in person. All right.
Yay.
Thank you so much.
That's great. Well, have a good day.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
See, I stopped it. There we are.